Wait, do I really have a Eurovision channel? I've forgotten about it. But seriously, why did I take a 1 month break? Let me tell you that I didn't want to take a 1 month break, but I had to because of school, and I thought that it wasn't going to be that hard, but it is. And actually, the last month of school was terrible. Like, I didn't even have enough time for sleeping, let alone for making videos. So that's why I had to take this break, and I'm still sore about it. And at least I'm back now. I really hope that you didn't lose interest in my videos, but if you did, then it doesn't matter that much, because I know when next year's song contest will begin and I will do the reaction videos, I I think I will blow up again, but I don't care if not many of you watch this video right now, and I don't know if this video is relevant more than 1 month after Eurovision, but I will do it anyway because I wanted to do this for the last month, and now I finally have time to do it, so I will do it because I really wanted to. So in today's video I'm gonna share my opinion about the results of Eurovision 2022. I only want to talk about the grand final, but before that let me tell you some countries that I think were robbed in the semifinals and they should have qualified. Let's begin with the most robbed country. And I know it might be a surprise for you because it's not everyone's favorite non-qualifier song, but mine is Austria because, guys, that song is one of the best songs in my opinion. Of course we can argue about it, but one thing you can't argue about is the fact that Pia's vocals weren't that bad. In the semifinals, actually there were performances that were vocally worse than Austria's performance. Let me tell you some examples: Albania and Cyprus. Those performances were kind of hard to listen to because it really irritated me that the singing wasn't good at all. But in the case of Austria, I think that wasn't actually bad at all. Of course, I know that it wasn't amazing, but come on, that wasn't bad. So I'm still very angry about the fact that Austria didn't qualify, and they were the most robbed country this year, I think. Also, we have Cyprus, and I think everyone thought that they were going to qualify,
But at the end, they didn't.
so it was a huge surprise as well. But when I saw the performance, I actually had a feeling that they won't qualify because it was bad. The only good part was the chorus, and the rest was very hard to listen to. And then we have Albania as well, which is a shocking non-qualifier as well. And again, the singing wasn't good at all. She was out of breath. She didn't hit the notes well. And also, what the hell was that staging? I think everyone has seen Albania's national final performance, which was beautiful, amazing, excellent. But the Eurovision performance, what the hell was that again? What was that? Like, if she had used the red and black theme that she used in the national final, she would have qualified, I think. But because those blue and pink colors didn't suit the song at all and made the performance really bad, I think. So please don't hate me for saying this, but that staging and that vocal performance weren't good at all. But that's it about the non-qualifiers, and finally let's talk about the grand final. I'm gonna go in the order of the places because I don't want to go in the running order, and I want to talk about every country, so the order of places I think is the best option to do. So of course the 25th country was Germany, which is, I think, not a huge surprise because it was never a bad song, but it was never anything special. So that's why I kind of understand why it got last. There is one song that I think would have deserved to be last rather than Germany. I will talk about it later. I think you probably know what country I'm talking about, but this didn't surprise me that much because, let's be honest, it was nothing special. 0 points from the juries. I think it was kind of harsh, but again, I'm not mad because it's definitely not one of my favorite songs, so I must say that it's kind of deserved. 24th, France. This was the biggest shock in history. You can see in my top 10 video that you can watch there that France was my winner. How the hell did this happen? 24th. This amazing song came 24th. I still cannot believe it, and I'm still very angry. The best thing I can say about this result is that they were robbed heavily, because I actually thought that it was gonna be in the top 15, and I even had a prediction that it was gonna be 8th, but no. And I think I don't even have to say it, but I'm really disappointed, and I don't understand how this happened. But please, France, don't go back to sending baguette and Eiffel Tower ballads, because I'm tired of those. Please be different next year as well, because I need it. And please don't disappoint me with next year's song. And let's hope for the best in terms of the result. So obviously, France's place wasn't deserved at all. They were robbed. 24th is Iceland. First of all, how did they qualify? That's my biggest question. It was the most surprising qualifier for me, and I still don't understand how it happened. I still think that they shouldn't have qualified, because it wasn't a good song at all. And I'm sorry if you like it, but come on. I don't. And that's why I think that they shouldn't have even been in the final. And also, how did they place higher than France? Because, okay, I accept that they were in the finals, but they were higher than France, and that's the thing that I can never accept, because I have no idea how it happened, and it really disturbs me. So Iceland was overrated in my opinion. 22nd, Czech Republic. Another huge surprise, because this was one of my favorite songs. It was actually my 4th place, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was my 4th. How? 5 points from the televote. 22nd place. I'm still mad about this one as well. During the pre-party season, we thought that Dominika couldn't really sing that well. But in Eurovision, it was perfect. Like, there was nothing wrong with her vocals. That's why I even don't understand it more, because the performance was amazing. I mean that light show. Have you ever seen anything like that? No. Never. So they were definitely robbed, and it became really underrated. I can understand that the juries didn't vote for them that much, but 5 points from the televote. If I had had the chance to vote, I would have definitely voted for them, because it's an amazing song. I still listen to it, and I don't care if anyone doesn't like it. I do a lot. 21st, Finland. I think it's kind of a deserved place, because it was actually a bit of a surprise when they qualified, but a pleasant surprise, because I like this song, as you can see in my reaction video. You can find it there. So I liked Finland's song. I still listen to it sometimes, and I think 21st place is a fair place, because they shouldn't have been higher, but not lower either. So I think they deserve this place, and I'm happy about it. 20th place is Armenia with Snap. I think it's a fair place as well. If you think about it, it's not a top 10 or top 15 material, but top 20 I think is kind of good, and I like this result. I'm not mad at all. So I'm quite happy for Armenia, and I can't wait for Yerevan 2022 in the Junior Eurovision, because that's gonna be an amazing show as well. 19th, Belgium. It was a kind of a surprise when they qualified, but again, a pleasant surprise, because it's a great song. In the pre-party season, I was a bit worried that he couldn't sing that well, but in the end, he sang it without any problem. So 19th place, kind of deserved, I think. It shouldn't have been higher, not lower either, so I'm happy for Belgium as well. 18th is Romania with Yamame, and they're only 1 point above Belgium, and this song was actually almost in my top 10, so I really love this one, and after the live performance I loved it even more. So I think they were a bit underrated. They should have been like in top 15, that would be great. But top 18 isn't bad either, but I think top 15 would have been better. But I'm not mad about this result, but the next country I am. Because 17th place is Switzerland with Boys to Cry, and I definitely think that they shouldn't have been higher than Romania and Czech Republic and France and Finland. So, first of all, how did they qualify? That's my biggest question. How did they qualify? It's not the worst song of the year, because the worst songs of the year stayed in the semi-final, but it's not good either. So I don't understand how it can be that high. So definitely overrated in my opinion. 16th is Azerbaijan with Fade to Black, and this song actually grew on me a lot. And this is the first song that got over 100 points, and I think it's a fair place for Azerbaijan. I don't think that it should be in the top 10, but I like this one. And one thing about him, at the grand final, where did his hair go? Because in the semi-final he had hair, but in the grand final he didn't. So what happened there? I mean, of course I know what happened there, but why? It was a huge surprise for me when I saw him almost bald, but with a buzz cut. 15th place is Australia with Sheldon Riley, and the place isn't bad. I think it's kind of deserved. Top 15 is good for Australia, but if we look at the televote points, which are 2, not more, 2, that's all, 2, I mean, that's pretty harsh, and I really don't understand why he didn't get more points, because I think everyone loved it. Like, it wasn't a song that you can dislike, because at the first I wasn't amazed by this song, but I didn't dislike it at all. But in a month, it grew on me a lot, and right now, I actually like this song a lot. It's not one of my favorites, but I still like it a lot. And I think, how? 2 points. Like, their place is good, but 2 points, come on. 14th place is Lithuania, represented by I'm gonna be the president of Lithuania, and I think it's a fair result, and I actually like that song a lot. It's pretty enjoyable and hypnotizing as well, but definitely in a good way. So 14th place, I'm happy about it, and yeah, that's all I can say about it. 13th place is Estonia with Hope. I think it's an amazing result, their best result in the last couple of years, maybe 3, yes. And this is one of my favorite songs, so I'm happy that they got on the left side of the scoreboard. They are the first country to be there. It's kind of a good result. It could have been a bit higher, but I don't mind it being 13th. I'm happy about it. 12th place is Poland with River, and I was actually surprised because he didn't receive that many jury points. Like, he received more from the televote, and that was a really huge surprise, because I thought that the jury was gonna like this song a lot. But in the end, they didn't. Again, this sentence is very iconic, I think. I actually thought that they were gonna be in the top 10, but I don't think it's a bad result. Again, their best result in the last couple of years, so I think they are happy as well. I'm happy as well. Look at me, I'm happy. Today I'm full of memes. I'm full of memes, guys. So please like this video. But yeah, this is a good result for Poland, I think. 11th place is the Netherlands with De Diepte, and I think it's a fair rating. A lot of people say that she should have been in the top 10, but I think I wouldn't mind it, of course. But 11th is a great place for her, I think, and I'm happy. 10th place is probably the most iconic song of the year, which is Norway with Give That Wolf a Banana by Subwoofer. And in the end, it was a bit underrated. Like, of course, I didn't expect jury points, because most of the time, they don't like songs like this. But the televote should have give a bit more points than this. And I'm a bit sad, but of course top 10 is already a really good place. but maybe 8th or 7th would be better, or even if they won it. But I'm not mad at all because top 10, as I've said, is a good place, so I'm happy for Norway. 9th place is Portugal with Saudade Saudade, and it really surprised me that they came 9th, but it was again a pleasant surprise because I've always loved this song, but I didn't think that other people like this song as well. But as it turned out, they do like it. So actually 9th place, higher than I expected, so I'm really happy for Portugal. 8th place is Greece with Die Together. I think deserved. Amazing vocals, amazing song, beautiful lyrics, amazing staging as well with those chairs and lighting, and everything was perfect about it. That's why I think 8th place is good and I'm happy about it. The 7th place is probably the biggest surprise of the year, which is Moldova. And I actually didn't even expect them to qualify, but they did. And I was happy about it. And they came 7th. But the more I think about it, it's not a surprise at all. Because that song is amazing. At first, I didn't like it that much. I've never hated it. I've never disliked it. But at first, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't an amazing song for me. But the more I listened to it, because I listen to every song, I started to love it. And right now, it's one of my favorite songs this year. I still listen to both versions because there are 2 versions. And guys, I love this song. I could sing it all day even though I don't know the actual lyrics. I just do some gibberish. But guys, this is an amazing song and an excellent song with amazing staging. So 7th place. Of course it was a surprise. But a really good surprise. But one thing that helped them was the running order, because about 5 songs were slow ballads before Moldova. So that's why Moldova came and the party came as well. So all in all, I'm really happy for Moldova. 6th place is Italy with Brividi, and let's be honest, it's a beautiful song. But what was that performance? I don't know what happened there. I was sad when I heard that. So I'm happy that they didn't win with this performance. But 6th place, I think they deserved it. But still, with an amazing performance, they might even would have had a chance to win. But with this performance, they didn't. 5th place is Serbia with Incorpore Sano. And at first it wasn't one of my favorite songs because it was so different. But of course I like songs that are different, but it was even too different for me at the beginning. But after the semi-final, I fell in love with this song, and I of course clapped along and everything. And I, of course, now I can't deny that it's a masterpiece. And 5th place is an amazing place, and they really deserved it. So I'm really happy for Serbia. 4th place is Sweden, which is also a grower for me. At first I didn't find it that special, but the more I listened to it, I started to love it. And I love it now. So 4th place, it wasn't a surprise. I think it's a fair place for them. And Sweden is always a good country, but in the last years they started to send pretty generic songs, and I'm happy that this year they finally changed and they got 4th place. 3rd place is Spain with Slow Mo. I mean, I don't even have to say anything about it. It's a deserved place. If they had won, I would have been very happy as well. So guys, finally Spain is strong this year, and I hope that many good songs like this will come from Spain in the next years. And I really hope that they will be successful just like this year, because Spain is one of my favorite countries, or even my favorite country besides Hungary, my country. So Spain, please send good songs like this, and I'm really happy for them. 2nd place is the UK with Spaceman, which actually surprised me because I knew that everyone liked this song, but second place was a surprise actually, and I like this song as well. In my reaction video, I wasn't amazed by it, but then again, like in the case of many other songs, I started to like it. I still like it, but second place, in my opinion, is a bit high, and you might hate me for this one, but I wouldn't be happy if they had won. In my opinion, maybe a more realistic result would be like 4th or 5th place. Please don't hate me, but I'm not mad at all. I accept it and they kind of deserved it, but in my opinion, they should have been like 5th or so. But of course, Sam was one of the best or even the best vocalist this year, and I will continue following his journey because he's an amazing singer, and I'm 100% sure that he will have many amazing songs in the future. So please, everyone, keep an eye on him because he will be, and he's already, an amazing artist. And of course, the winner was Ukraine. I don't think it was that much of a surprise, but the margin that they won by is a surprise, because I can't even count it, but it's a lot. Of course, there are a lot of people who say that it wasn't deserved, it was only because of their situation. I can understand it, but I only look at the song, and you know that from my reaction video that it was my second place, and the first time I listened to it, I fell in love with this song because of the flute. I mean, that's not flute, that's sopilka. And the traditional singing, the rapping, the dancing as well, and the costumes, like everything about this song was perfect in my opinion. That's why I'm not mad at all. Like, they are a really deserved winner. And you can probably, many of you probably disagree with this one, but I don't care. They really deserved it. And at least this win probably makes Ukrainians a bit happy in this situation because they need happiness, I think. So all in all, I'm really happy for Ukraine winning the contest, and yeah, we already know that it won't be in Ukraine, which is not a surprise, and I think is the right decision. I'm talking about next year's contest. I forgot to mention that, but this was definitely the best decision. I think it wouldn't be safe in Ukraine, so that's why maybe UK should host it or somebody else, but I'm happy for this decision. Of course, they would have deserved to host it, but I don't think they could have done it. So this is a great decision. Why is a car coming on our street? It was actually a truck, not even a car. So I've mentioned all the countries, which means that this is the end of the video. And I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, then give it a like and a subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. And maybe share your opinion in the comments about the results. What do you think? Who was underrated? Who was overrated? Who deserved their place? Who should have won? Was the winner deserved? So please tell me things like this in the comments. And see you in the next video. Goodbye.